Happy Monday, everybody. My name is Brandon Rose, and welcome to episode 348 of the Xbox in 10 podcast. Your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. Every Monday, this podcast covers new game releases, the previous week's gaming news, and we all learn an Xbox-related fun fact together. This show is on YouTube and podcast services around the world, so please subscribe in your favorite and leave a review. To start, let's talk game releases. The big game out last week was Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, finally. The games coming out this week include Highguard, Buy the Game, I Have a Gun, Sheesh Man, Our Adventure Guild, Rightfully Barry Arms, Speedball, Drop Duchy Complete Edition, Heroes Battle Awakening, Countless Army, Gas Ratio, Sudoku Champions, Stable Stories Forest and Meadow Ride, Code Vein 2, Front Mission 3 Remake, Running Fable Petite Party, and No Longer Human. A bunch of games have been added to Game Pass and or are coming soon, and they include the following. Can I just say that Game Pass updates and releases have been on a hot streak lately? You'll see. You can now play Resident Evil Village on Cloud Console and PC, Mio Memories in Orbit, Cloud Handheld PC and Series X and S, Death Stranding Director's Cut, Cloud Handheld PC and Series X and S, Roadcraft on PC, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, Cloud PC and Series X and S. On January 27th, you can play the Talos Principle 2 on PC, Series X and S. January 28th, you can play Anno Mutadium on Cloud PC and Console, as well as Drop Duchy on Cloud PC and Console. On January 29th, you can play My Sims Cozy Bundle on PC, and Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 on Cloud PC and Series X and S. On February 2nd, you can play Indica, Cloud PC and Series X and S. And lastly, February 3rd, Final Fantasy II, Cloud PC and Series X and S. Now to last week's biggest news stories, and we have 5 to cover this week. Number 1, Xbox Developer Direct 2026, everything announced. Wesleyan Pool at IGN writes, Microsoft kicked 2026 off with a new Developer Direct showcase, which featured some of the biggest games the company has coming out this year. We got fresh looks at Playground Games, Forza Horizon 6, and Fable, Game Freak's Beast of Reincarnation, and a surprise appearance from Double Fine in the form of Kiln. Below, we have a roundup of everything announced, including all the trailers and videos from the showcase. Read on to find out all that Microsoft had up its sleeve for Xbox Developer Direct 2026. Forza Horizon 6. Xbox Developer Direct 2026 kicked off with a look at Forza Horizon 6 from the developers at UK studio Playground Games. As we know, the game is set in Japan, where you start out as a tourist. Your first goal is to join the Horizon Festival and progress your career from there, unlocking new areas as you go. Japan is the Horizon series' largest map, Playground said. The studio worked with consultants to make sure its representation of Japan was authentic as possible. The developers themselves visited Japan to get plenty of reference material. There are hundreds of cars with a better balanced roster and a new cosmetic tire wear. Customizable garages are found at every playable house, Playground said. You can invite your friends over to see what you've built too. Your estate starts off empty and overgrown, but you can build directly in the open world, and everything can be visited by your friends. It all sounds very Animal Crossing. Based on the video shown during the Direct, Forza Horizon 6 looks impressive indeed. Beast of Reincarnation. Next up was Beast of Reincarnation, a new action game from Pokemon developer Game Freak. This is an entirely new type of video game from the legendary studio. Directed by Kota Furushima, Beast of Reincarnation allows players to step into the role of Emma the Sealer as they journey through the post-apocalyptic Japan to save humanity from extinction. It's due out summer 2026 across Series X and S and PC and PlayStation 5, and it's a Day 1 Game Pass title. Kiln. Microsoft surprise announced a new game from Double Fine Productions called Kiln. Studio chief Tim Schafer revealed Kiln, which he said was all about creating with other players before destroying everything. Kiln is an online multiplayer pottery party brawler about pots that transform into playable characters via an in-game potter's wheel. Expect high energy, expressive multiplayer action, Schafer added. Kiln is actually being re-revealed today. Double Fine publicly talked about it as far back as 2017. Expect the launch in spring 2026 on Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC. Double Fine said it will continue to update the game following launch with a closed beta coming soon. And Fable. Microsoft ended its Xbox Developer Direct with the star of the show, Fable. Playground Games, the same dev making Forza Horizon series, has built a new team to make this Fable reboot, its first open-world action RPG. It's carrying on the work of Lionhead, which Microsoft shut down in 2016. You begin the game as a child growing up in a sleepy rural village. You are Albion's first hero in a generation. You set off on an adventure venturing out into the open world. This is a true open world, Playground said, which means you're free to go wherever you want from the start of the game. We got a decent look at character customization, combat, and of course, kicking chickens. Combat combines melee and ranged attacks as well as powerful spells. Hobbs or turns, as you'd expect. Outside combat, you can buy a house, get a job, make money, and romance a villager. You could buy another house, buy more houses, marry loads of people, and have even more kids. It's a game within a game, Playground said. The living population, as Playground calls it, includes 1,000 NPCs who go about their business. You can talk to each of them in fully voiced conversations. You could even hire them to work in your businesses or evict them as a landlord. They'll comment on your actions too as part of the new reputation system. Some of your choices will actually change the world of Abion for the rest of the game. Fable is due out on Series Exynos, PC, and PlayStation 5 autumn 2026. Another year, another developer direct, another list of games to look forward to. For me personally, this was just the weakest of the developer directs, just for how the games speak to me. I'm not a big card game, but I'll check out Forza Horizon 6, with Japan being that focus point, for maybe an hour or two. Kiln, it was a nice surprise to the show. I'm glad they're taking risks like this and letting Double Fine be Double Fine, but I just don't really see the sticking power in today's world. Beast of Reincarnation, I love Pokemon, always have, probably always will, but this game doesn't do anything for me. And then yes, Fable was the star of the show. So while we get Forza Horizon May 19th, we gotta wait all the way until autumn for Fable, and this game looks super impressive. The only thing that was a little concerning was the frame rate at multiple different points in the videos they were showing, but they have time to clean that up. Here's to hoping that that is a smash hit success, and I think they are looking for it to be as they're launching it day one on PlayStation 5 as well. Number 2. Report Microsoft is set to launch an Xbox Cloud Gaming ad tier this year. Ben Carey at Pure Xbox writes, late last year we heard that Microsoft had started doing internal tests for an ad-supported tier of Xbox Cloud Gaming. And while this hasn't gone live for the public yet, a new report, along with some concrete evidence from other sources, suggests that the new tier is real and will launch in the coming months. On that new report, Windows Central is stating that folks will soon be able to stream their own games without an Xbox Game Pass subscription, and that this new ad-based version of Xbox Cloud Gaming will cover that. The site mentions that it doesn't know exactly when this will arrive, but reporter Jez Corden says, I'm told it's coming this year. Had to include this as Microsoft continues to try to push playing games on any device that you can possibly own, with the newest being Hisense TVs launching very soon. I like that they're giving options. Let's see how intrusive and obnoxious these ads actually are. Number 3, Arc Raiders roadmap promises a new map, more arcs, and even a little love for Scrappy by April 2026. Michael Crepe at IGN writes, developer Embark Studios has laid out its new Arc Raiders roadmap, revealing that a new map, expedition windows, arc threats, and a new raider deck, and more will launch between now and April 2026. The 4-month plan, shared in a blog post and dubbed Escalation, comes with details about how the company plans to expand its explosive multiplayer extraction shooter, with content all the way to spring. It all comes with what Embark teases will be a steady flow of new quests, trials, items, cosmetics, and quality of life features, priming Arc Raiders with a content-filled start to its first new year in players' hands. In addition to icons, which may tease and updates content, each month is assigned a title. Despite having just 1 week left, the same goes for January, which has been labeled Headwinds. The big inclusion players can expect in the coming days is a level 40 plus matchmaking option, giving PvE and PvP raiders more freedom to raid without fear of their being matched against those of a higher skill level. A new map condition featuring a bird icon and a new player project are also set to arrive before January is out. February, Shrouded Sky keeps the ball rolling with a wider collection of slightly smaller but still consequential updates. A new map update, raider deck, expedition window, and player projects seem to be par for the course in terms of regular updates for the future, and they'll be present in February too. Next month's more intriguing additions lie in the promise of a new map condition that eerily features what appears to be a wind icon as well as a new arc threat. March, Flashpoint, brings another arc threat, player project, and map condition, with everyone's favorite resource collection rooster, Scrappy, also set to receive an update as winter comes to an end. It's April, Riven Tides, that promises the biggest bombshells for eager fans, with Embark delivering a new Arc Raiders map and a new large arc threat. Only a skull is shown to tease whatever monstrosity will be joining the likes of the Matriarch and Queen. But judging by the umbrella icon and month title, it appears the new location may feature beaches or watery areas, that will inevitably be polluted with lost loot and raider flares. Give me more Arc Raiders. I love Arc Raiders. I can't wait to see what this developer does with all the updates this year. People are a little upset it's taking all the way until April to get a new map, but let these guys cook and let's see what a full year under their belt will show us. Number 4, Bungie confirms March 2026 release date for Marathon Revival and reveals voice cast. Sam at the Otaku Study writes, Bungie has officially announced the release date for their upcoming sci-fi extraction shooter Marathon. The studio confirmed today that the title will launch on Friday, March 6th. Upon release, the game will be available on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC via Steam, featuring full cross-play and cross-save capabilities across all platforms. The game is set on the lost colony of Tau Ceti 4. Players take on the role of biocybernetic runners who must scavenge the surface for loot while contending with hostile security forces, environmental hazards, and rival player squads. Alongside the release date announcement, Bungie released a new gameplay trailer highlighting the threats players will encounter on the planet. I cannot wait to get my hands on this. After falling in love with Arc Raiders over the last couple of months, I was a big-time Bungie fan, obviously from Halo back in the day, but then into Destiny and Destiny 2. I cannot wait to see this game in its full form. And number 5, Life is Strange Reunion brings back Chloe, launches on Xbox in March. Sean Carey at True Achievements writes, a new Life is Strange game is on the way as confirmed in an Xbox Wire post, which appears to have been published early ahead of the game's planned reveal. Life is Strange Reunion launches for Series X and S and Xbox PC on March 26, 2026. Life is Strange Reunion is apparently the thrilling finale to the Max and Chloe saga, a chapter that brings their book to a close. Set at Chaldean University, the same location in Life is Strange Double Exposure, you will play as both Max and Chloe, who are co-leads of the game, with choices made by each shaping the fate of Chaldean and the world around them. I don't want to say too more on the story as there's some light spoilers ahead, and personally I still haven't played a Double Exposure, but I need to, as Life is Strange, that first game, what a magical experience, and I loved all of the spin-offs Before the Storm, and Life is Strange 2, which really set itself apart from the original games. Still enjoyed it. True Colors was not my favorite, but I still liked the experience, so I'm excited to get back, and maybe I'll just play these games back to back at this point. As always, we end our show with a fun fact about Xbox, and did you know who the world record holder is for the most amount of Game of the Year awards? I'll credit to IGN for this fact. It was Elden Ring at 429. The top 5 were rounded out by The Last of Us Part 2 with 326, Baldur's Gate 3 with 288, and The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt at 281, but there is a new king or queen at the top of this list, and that is Claire Obscure Expedition 33 with a staggering 436 awards. Shout out to Claire Obscure. If you haven't played that game, go give it a chance. Thank you all for listening to the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. If you like the show, please subscribe on your favorite podcast service, share your friends, leave a review, and follow on all social media at Xbox in 10. This past week, primarily just been playing Pokemon Classic, a Pokemon Yellow remake in the Emerald Engine, while trying to find more time to play games on Xbox, but I think after recording I'm going to go jump into some more Fallout 4. My name is Brandon Rose, you can follow me on Xbox at Brosen93. Hope you all have a great week, stay safe, and keep on gaming.